There comes a moment in every woman's life when she looks in the mirror and thinks, did my legs get shorter? Or did my pants just get lazier? No, it's not your imagination. As we age, body proportions shift subtly. Gravity does its thing, and suddenly, our favorite trousers from a decade ago are doing our figure no favors. But here's the good news. Style doesn't fade with time. It evolves. If you're in your fabulous 50s or beyond, this guide is your new secret weapon. We're not talking about wearing high heels all day or squeezing into skinny jeans. We're talking smart, comfortable styling tricks that create the illusion of longer, leaner legs while still letting you move, live, and dance through life with ease. From the right cuts to color hacks and hemline sorcery, these 6 pant styling tips will help you unlock a longer silhouette without sacrificing comfort or confidence. Let's stretch those legs. G-U-L-I, Tommy, on visually. Trick 1. High-waisted pants. The effortless illusion of longer legs. For women over 50, fashion isn't just about looking stylish. It's about finding pieces that respect your evolving body while enhancing what you already love about yourself. And if there's one piece that combines comfort, elegance, and optical magic, it's the high-waisted pant. High-waisted pants have become a holy grail for mature women who want to elongate their legs without slipping into painful shoes or hiding behind oversized tops. But the real beauty lies not in trends, but in timeless geometry. A simple shift in where your waistband sits can completely redefine your silhouette. Why it works. The art of visual proportion. The basic trick is optical. When the waistband of your pants sits closer to your natural waist, usually the narrowest part of your torso, it draws the eye upward, essentially restarting the leg line from a higher point. This pushes the illusion that your legs are longer than they actually are. Now, think about the opposite. Low-rise pants cut your body in a way that visually shortens your legs and broadens your midsection. It doesn't matter how slender or curvy you are, the proportion gets lost. High-waisted pants restore that visual balance, and the result? Legs for days, darling. But it's not just about length. Another unspoken benefit of high-waisted pants is their ability to gently support the midsection. For many women in their 50s and beyond, bloating, changes in muscle tone, or simply a shifting center of gravity can make low or mid-rise pants feel uncomfortable or unflattering. High-waisted options give you a smoother line through the torso. No muffin tops, no tugging, no awkward zippers sitting in the wrong spot. What's even better is that designers today understand this need. Many high-rise pants come with built-in smoothing panels, elastic back waistbands, or contoured seaming that provide shape without squeezing. You don't need to wear shapewear. You're simply choosing smart structure, how to choose the right high-waisted pants. Not all high-rise trousers are created equal. The key is to look for flat front designs. Pleats and extra fabric can add bulk at the waist, exactly what we don't want when we're trying to lengthen. Wide leg or straight leg cuts. These help balance a high waist, especially if you're petite or curvier through the hips. Vertical seams or front creases. They act like visual arrows pointing downward, enhancing the elongated effect. Monochromatic outfits. Wearing the same color top and bottom, like all black or all beige, creates one long visual line. Flowy, forgiving fabrics. Think linen blends, pant knits, or drapey cottons that don't cling but also don't overwhelm. The trick is to combine height and harmony. You want the pant to sit high, but not so high that it overwhelms your torso. If your rise is too long, it can shorten your upper body. Aim for a rise that hits about an inch above your belly button. It's the sweet spot for both comfort and proportion. How to style them without looking too buttoned up. A common concern for many women is looking too formal, stiff, or outdated when styling high-waisted pants. But there are modern ways to soften and elevate the look. Try pairing high-waisted trousers with a silky blouse, half tucked at the front and loose at the back, a cropped cardigan or jacket that hits just at the waistband, a fitted tee with a statement necklace, a lightweight belt in a matching or contrasting color to define the waist without chopping it. Shoes matter too. To maximize the leg lengthening effect, go for nude pumps, pointed flats, or even low block heels in a similar tone to your pants. This creates a seamless visual flow. Real-life confidence booster. One of the best parts of embracing high-waisted pants is how they subtly boost posture and presence. You stand a little taller. You carry yourself with more grace. The waistband gently reminds you to straighten up, and suddenly, you feel like the best version of yourself. Not a younger version, but a more aligned one. Many women share the same experience. I didn't think I could wear these at my age, but now I own 3 pairs. Because once you find a style that fits well, feels good, and flatters your shape, you'll want to live in it. Ready to elevate your style. Literally. High-waisted pants are more than a fashion choice. They are a celebration of confidence, self-awareness, and elegant rebellion against the myth that style fades with age. So next time you button up those trousers and look in the mirror, remember, you're not just dressing your body, you're dressing your story. Trick 2. Monochromatic outfits. Let color do the stretching for you. You've heard the phrase, dress to impress, but if you're a woman over 50, the phrase should be updated to dress to elongate. Because sometimes, the trick to longer-looking legs isn't in the cut, but in the color. Welcome to the magical world of monochromatic styling, where one color from head to toe can stretch your silhouette like an optical illusionist working in fashion. This isn't about wearing bold, trendy prints or chasing Instagram fads. This is about using color theory and intention to quietly transform how the world, and you, see your body. Why monochrome works wonders. When your top and bottom blend into a single color palette, there's no visual break at the waistline. This means the eye travels in a continuous line, uninterrupted from shoulders to feet. The result? A longer, leaner, more elegant frame. Let's break it down. Wearing a white blouse with black pants creates a visual cut at the waist, making legs appear shorter. Wearing white on white, or beige on beige, allows the entire figure to flow as one. No harsh lines, just height. This visual streamlining effect is especially powerful for mature women who want to highlight confidence, grace, and proportion without having to alter their wardrobe dramatically. Monochrome doesn't mean boring. Now, before you panic, monochrome doesn't mean dressing like a paint swatch. You don't have to wear the exact same shade from neck to ankle. The magic still works when you stay within the same tonal family. Think light gray with charcoal, sand with camel, soft olive with deep forest green. What matters is harmony, not sameness. You can mix different textures, a knit sweater with silk trousers, or a denim jacket over cotton pants. Slight shade shifts, like pairing a blush pink top with dusty rose pants. Layering pieces. Add a scarf, necklace, or cardigan in a similar tone to create dimension without interrupting the vertical line. And for those who love black, who doesn't, an all-black outfit can still work wonders. But be sure to play with texture and fit so it doesn't look too heavy or stark. How to make it work with pants. For leg lengthening goals, here's how to use monochrome with your trousers. Tuck your top, or do a front tuck, to avoid breaking the line at the waist. If your pants are navy, choose a similar navy or indigo blouse instead of white. Add a matching belt, or skip the belt altogether if it contrasts too harshly. Shoes. Stick to the same family again. Navy pants go with navy loafers, beige trousers with nude flats. Every bit helps extend the illusion, even wearing shades of white or cream, which many older women avoid, fearing it will highlight imperfections, can look incredibly elegant when paired tonally. White pants with a soft ivory blouse and beige flats. You just gave yourself a few visual inches without doing a single squat. Ideal for women over 50. One of the reasons monochrome works so well for women in their 50s and beyond is that it reduces visual noise. As we mature, we often look for clothing that feels calmer, more intentional, and elegant. Monochromatic dressing answers that call beautifully. It's refined without being rigid, sophisticated without being flashy. Plus, when you're having a nothing fits right day or feel unsure about your body, throwing on a tonal outfit is like hitting the slim and sleek button. It takes the guesswork out of mixing and matching while giving maximum impact. Real life example. Karen, 62. Karen had always felt self-conscious about her height, especially after menopause, when she noticed she'd lost nearly an inch. She used to pile on chunky accessories and patterned tops to distract. Then, one day, her daughter suggested she try a full beige outfit. Karen hesitated, thinking it'd wash her out. But when she finally tried beige trousers with a slightly deeper cream blouse and nude wedges, something shifted. "I didn't look washed out," she said. "I looked elevated." Her legs? They looked at least 2 inches longer. Final notes. Don't be afraid to experiment with different color stories. Earth tones, camel, taupe, olive, are soft, grounding, and flattering on aging skin. Cool tones, blues, grays, muted teals, add calm sophistication. Bold monochrome, burgundy, emerald, even red, makes a confident statement while still elongating. Whether you're dressing for brunch or a business meeting, going monochrome with your pants styling is like writing poetry with color. Subtle, seamless, and stunning. Let color do the talking and the stretching. Trick 3. Matching shoe and pant colors. When footwear becomes your best ally. In your 50s and beyond, comfort becomes non-negotiable. But that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice style or the illusion of long, graceful legs. One of the easiest and most underrated tricks to create that elongated silhouette lies right at your feet. Literally. Yes, we're talking about the match between your pants and your shoes, a subtle but incredibly powerful choice that can change how your body looks in motion and in photos. Think of it as the fashion version of a magic trick. No surgery, no stilts, just smart coordination. Why matching shoes matter more than you think. Let's imagine 2 scenarios. Scenario A. You're wearing light beige trousers and a crisp white blouse, but your shoes are black. Even though the outfit looks elegant from the knees up, those black shoes break the vertical line. Your legs are visually cut off at the ankles. Scenario B. Same outfit, but this time you slip into a pair of beige flats or nude wedges. Suddenly, your legs look like they extend all the way down. No breaks, no distractions, just fluidity. That's the power of color continuity. When your shoes are a similar tone to your pants, you're eliminating the visual interruption at the foot level. The eye moves down naturally without stopping, which lengthens the appearance of your legs by several inches. And the best part? You can do this in flats, sneakers, loafers, no high heels required. What counts as matching? Matching doesn't mean you have to buy shoes in the exact fabric or shade of every pair of pants you own. It simply means staying in the same color family. Here's a cheat sheet. Beige, cream, camel pants, nude, tan, or beige shoes. Navy or dark blue pants. Navy or denim tone shoes. Black pants, black or charcoal shoes. Gray pants, soft gray or pewter shoes. Olive or earth-toned pants, khaki, olive, or brown shoes. White pants, ivory, bone, or light taupe shoes. The more seamless the transition, the longer the line. What about bare ankles? This trick works best when there's no stark contrast between the end of your pants and the beginning of your shoes, or skin. If you're wearing cropped pants, opt for shoes that are close to your skin tone, especially for open-toed styles. Low-cut vamp shoes, those that show more of the top of your foot. Avoid ankle straps in contrasting colors, as they can shorten the leg. For women with deeper skin tones, nude shoes can be tricky to find, but brands today are more inclusive than ever. Look for tones labeled mocha, espresso, cocoa, or chestnut. They're made with you in mind. What if I love bold shoes? No problem. Bold shoes are fabulous, but save them for when your pants stop at the knee or mid-calf, so the shoe becomes the focal point rather than a break in the line. For long pants, especially if your goal is longer legs, let your footwear fade into the silhouette. But if you simply can't resist a colorful shoe, say a cherry red flat with black trousers, then balance it with a red accessory near the face, like earrings or a scarf. That way, the eye moves in a triangle and not just to your feet. Shoe shape also plays a role, beyond color. The shape of your shoe influences how long your legs appear. Pointed toe flats or heels instantly elongate the foot and leg. Low-cut vamp shoes keep more of the foot exposed, lengthening the line. Narrow silhouettes. Avoid chunky, square-toed shoes if you want grace and length. Also keep in mind, a 1-inch wedge or heel often gives a more refined posture without straining your back or knees. Real-life wisdom. Gloria, 58. Gloria had a drawer full of fun-colored shoes, turquoise sandals, burgundy loafers, white sneakers, but every time she dressed for an event, something felt off. One day, she tried pairing her navy pants with navy kitten heels and a navy clutch. "It felt boring," she laughed. "But then I looked in the mirror and went, oh wow, that's all it took?" Her legs looked longer, her stance more elegant, and the whole outfit felt intentional. Now she still wears her playful shoes, but she knows when to let them speak and when to let them serve the silhouette. Final tip: it's all about flow. When it comes to fashion over 50, we're not chasing youth, we're embracing elegance. Matching your shoe to your pant is a trick of fluidity. It says, I understand proportion, I own my shape. I dress to honor it. So next time you reach into your shoe rack, ask yourself, will this shoe keep the line going or stop it in its tracks? If your goal is graceful length, the answer is now crystal clear. Trick 4. Vertical stripes and seams. Let the lines do the lifting. When it comes to lengthening the legs without wearing high heels or altering your body, one of the most timeless, elegant visual tricks you can use is this. Let the lines lead the way. Specifically, vertical stripes and seams have a magical effect that not only elongate your figure, but also create a subtle sophistication that feels both graceful and age-appropriate. And no, we're not talking about wearing head-to-toe pinstripes like a Wall Street banker. We're talking about soft, feminine vertical detailing that flatters, not shouts. Why vertical details matter? The human eye is naturally drawn to follow lines, especially when they run vertically. These lines guide the gaze from top to bottom in one continuous motion, creating the impression of extra height and longer limbs. It's the same visual principle behind tall columns in architecture. They don't actually add space, but they make you feel like the room stretches upward. The same concept applies to your legs. The right vertical detail can lift your look instantly. This is especially effective for women over 50 when we want to keep the silhouette elongated and light without adding unnecessary volume or bulk. As our bodies evolve, it's important to use fashion to guide attention, not hide or overcompensate. Where to find vertical magic in your wardrobe? You don't need to go shopping for circus stripes. Vertical lines can be subtle and sophisticated when you know where to look. Front creases on trousers. These natural vertical lines are often found in tailored pants and give your outfit an instant lengthening effect. The best part? They add structure and polish too. Pressed seams or stitched pleats. These small details work wonders without screaming for attention. Vertical pin tucks. Found in more feminine designs, these stitched lines create elongation while maintaining softness. Vertical patterns in the fabric. Thin, evenly spaced pinstripes, or even vertical embroidery or texture can do the job. Side piping or stripe details. Often seen in more modern athleisure-inspired pants, these lines move the eye down the leg. Elongated pocket seams. Pants with long vertical pocket designs at the front or back can visually stretch your frame. Even a long pendant necklace, worn with a simple top, can help continue the vertical line from your upper torso down through your pants. These tricks all work together to create a continuous silhouette. Fabric and fit still matter. Vertical seams and stripes are powerful, but only if the rest of your outfit works with them, not against them. That means choosing pants that skim the leg, not cling or bunch, fabrics with slight structure, like linen blends, cotton twills, or soft ponte knits. Avoiding overly stretchy or shiny materials, which can warp lines and draw attention to the wrong places. A high waist to anchor the vertical effect. Pairing this trick with trick 1 makes the results even more striking. And don't forget, Fit is everything. Ill-fitting pants, no matter how many seams they have, won't do the job if they sag, twist, or bunch at the ankle. Subtle styling for vertical strength. If you're wearing pants with a vertical stripe or seam, pair them with a simple, fitted top to let the lines shine. You don't want to overwhelm your look with too many competing elements. A crisp, tucked-in blouse, a slim-fit turtleneck, a cropped jacket that ends at the high waist, a soft sweater, half tucked in front. These allow your vertical lines to work their magic uninterrupted. Keep jewelry simple. Opt for drop earrings or a long chain instead of chunky, wide necklaces that draw the eye sideways. Shoes. Stick to the wisdom from Trick 3. Matching shoe colors keep the vertical momentum going. Real-life inspiration. Yvonne, 64. Yvonne, a retired professor, had always favored wide-leg pants, but didn't realize how much her usual flowy styles were working against her petite frame. One day, her daughter convinced her to try on a pair of structured high-rise pants with a crisp front crease and a narrow side stripe. "The difference was unbelievable," Yvonne said. "I looked in the mirror and felt like I had a whole new posture." She paired the pants with a fitted cream blouse and nude loafers, and suddenly, she didn't just look taller, she looked more confident. Now she swears by vertical lines, especially when she's giving public talks or attending formal events. "People keep asking if I've lost weight," she laughs. I tell them it's all smoke, mirrors, and good tailoring. Final thoughts. Vertical lines aren't just for optical illusions. They're a symbol of direction, intention, and elegance. They help guide the eye, honor your shape, and move your outfit upward and forward. So if you're looking for a graceful, no-fuss way to elongate your legs after 50, remember, the secret might already be stitched into your pants. All you have to do is let those lines lead. Trick 5. Dark pants are your silent stylist, slimming, lengthening, and soothing. It's a truth as old as time. Dark colors recede, and while fashion trends might flirt with neon greens or pastel pinks, when it comes to effortlessly elongating your lower half, deep tones reign supreme. For women over 50, the strategic use of dark pants, think navy, charcoal, espresso brown, deep olive, and classic black, can be a game changer. These shades not only visually slim the legs, but they also serve as a sleek, seamless backdrop for any top you choose. But this trick isn't just about color, it's about the psychology of light and shadow, the flow of fabric, and the graceful movement of a maturing body. Why dark colors work wonders. Let's look at the science of sight for a moment. Dark colors absorb light. That means they don't reflect as much back to the eye, making those areas appear smaller, smoother, and more recessed. Bright colors, on the other hand, bounce light back, making them appear larger and more forward. When you wear dark pants, especially in a matte fabric with minimal detail, your legs look narrower, longer, and more sculpted. Almost like a visual slimming filter has been applied, the effect is magnified when paired with a top in a lighter shade, which pulls the eye upward. Vertical seams, or clean tailoring. See Trick 4. Shoes that blend in, continuing the long line. See Trick 3. The best dark tones for mature elegance. You don't have to stick to basic black, though black remains a classic for good reason. Explore a palette of flattering dark shades that still feel sophisticated. Charcoal gray, softer than black but just as slimming espresso brown. Rich and warm, especially flattering on warm skin tones. Deep navy, less harsh than black, and pairs beautifully with pastels or neutrals. Forest green or olive, earthy, grounded, and very wearable eggplant or plum, for a touch of personality without sacrificing depth. These tones allow you to experiment with more colors in your top half while keeping the lower body quietly elegant. Fabric and texture matter more than you think. A dark color alone won't do all the work. For the full leg-lengthening effect, pay attention to matte textures. These absorb light better and hide creases. Structured fabrics. A bit of thickness helps pants hold their shape. Smooth silhouettes. Avoid bulky pockets or pleats that disrupt the line. Tapered or straight legs. These shapes work better than wide leg if your goal is to elongate. Bonus tip: if you like denim, opt for dark wash jeans with minimal fading or whiskering around the thighs. The cleaner the look, the longer the line. Common mistakes to avoid. Even with dark pants, you can still undo the slimming illusion. If you pair them with a top that's too long or too voluminous, hiding your waist. You wear shoes that visually chop the ankle with contrasting color or thick straps. The pants are too tight, causing fabric to pull and wrinkle. Remember, it's not just the color, it's how it moves with your body. A real-life turnaround. Teresa, 62. Teresa had always been self-conscious about her hips. For years, she wore long tunics and wide-leg printed pants to cover up. But one day, she was invited to a gallery opening and decided to try something new: a pair of high-waisted navy trousers in a structured fabric, paired with a tucked-in cream blouse. "I felt nervous," she admitted, "like I was putting everything on display." But the effect shocked her. She looked taller, slimmer, and more confident than she had in years. "I didn't need to hide, I just needed to let the right color and fit do the work." Now dark trousers are her go-to, not to shrink herself, but to show up fully and elegantly. Final insight: dark pants aren't about disappearing, they're about choosing your spotlight. When you control the visual narrative, through contrast, fabric, and fit, you're not hiding flaws, you're framing your strengths. So the next time you're picking an outfit, ask yourself, is this helping my silhouette sing, or is it shouting over it? If you want to look longer, leaner, and infinitely graceful, reach for the deeper shades. Let them do the whispering for you. Trick 6. Perfect hemlines. Ending at the right spot for effortless elegance. We've talked about waistlines, vertical lines, shoe matching, and strategic color. But now it's time for the final and often overlooked detail that can make or break the illusion of longer legs after 50, the hemline of your pants. Yes, where your pants end matters just as much as how they begin. The hem might seem like a small thing, but it plays a huge role in defining the shape and length of your legs. Cut too short, and your pants can make your legs look stumpy. Let them drag or bunch at the ankle, and you've lost that clean vertical line we worked so hard to create. So let's break down how to get the hem just right, and how to use it to your advantage, no matter your height or age. The power of a clean break. A clean, tailored hemline helps create a sharp visual stop, one that works with your shoes and with your stride. This creates elegance, flow, and yes, the illusion of longer legs. Here's how to think about hemlines for different pant styles. Straight leg pants should gently skim the top of your foot without covering the whole shoe. If you're wearing flats or low heels, they should stop just above the top of your foot. Slim/ankle pants. These look best ending just above the ankle bone. Not too cropped, not too long. This tiny gap of skin helps keep the leg line clean. Wide leg or palazzo pants. These need to fall almost to the ground, ideally covering most of your shoe without dragging. When done right, they look statuesque. Tapered pants. These should taper naturally toward the ankle and end at the slimmest part of your leg, usually just above the ankle. If you're not sure, always try the mirror test. Stand straight in front of a mirror and check if the pants create one long, flowing line from waist to toe. If they cut off sharply or bunch anywhere, it's time to hem. Shoes and hemlines, a subtle partnership. A properly placed hemline not only enhances your legs, it also frames your shoes. This is why it's crucial to try on pants with the shoes you'll most likely wear with them. Some golden rules. With heels, the pants can run slightly longer, just brushing the top of the heel. With flats or sneakers, keep them shorter to avoid dragging or slouching. With boots, the hem should either cover the boot top completely or sit just above it, depending on the style. Bonus tip: pants that hit exactly where the shoe starts, with no break or bunching, create an uninterrupted vertical line, your secret weapon for elongation. Cuffed versus uncuffed. What works after 50? Many women over 50 wonder if cuffs are still appropriate. Here's the deal: cuffs, rolled or sewn in, can add visual interest, but they also shorten the leg line. Use them cautiously. If you're tall or have long legs, cuffs are playful and stylish. If you're petite or trying to create length, skip the cuff and go for a streamlined finish. Remember, you can always cuff jeans for a casual look. But when elegance and leg lengthening are your goals, clean and minimal always wins. Real-world proof. Elaine, 67. Elaine had a wardrobe full of beautiful trousers, but something always felt off. No matter how expensive or well-fitted the pants were, she said she always felt sloppy once she looked in the mirror. It wasn't until a local tailor suggested adjusting the hemlines that everything changed. We took up one pair by half an inch and let down another, she recalls. Suddenly, I looked leaner, just from that tiny tweak. She now brings all new pants to her tailor and says the hemline is her top priority when buying. I wasted years thinking it was my shape, she laughs. Turns out, it was just bad hems. Final thought, end strong. We often focus so much on the top half, our blouse, our face, our accessories, that we forget how powerfully the ending point of our outfit influences the whole look. When you get the hemline right, your pants stop being just pants. They become a tool of grace, flow, and flattery. So next time you buy trousers or jeans, don't forget to ask, where do these pants end? And is that where I want the eye to stop? Sometimes, looking taller and more confident isn't about changing anything major. It's about knowing where to draw the line. Your legs don't need to be longer. They just need to be styled smarter. After 50, it's not about hiding your body or dressing younger. It's about choosing details that honor your shape, reflect your confidence, and help you move through life with elegance. From high-waisted cuts and vertical lines to smart footwear and perfect hemlines, each trick we've shared is about creating a silhouette that feels graceful, not forced. You don't need trend chasing or drastic changes. All you need is the right balance, proportion, and a touch of intention. So next time you stand in front of your closet, ask not, what hides my flaws? But instead, what makes me stand tall today?